everyone, Melissa here. Today we're going to be talking about how to make your massage, whether you're working on a client or on yourself, 100 times easier. So one thing I really love about massage tools is that they feel good for everybody and they also make my job easier. So if I have somebody on the table with a ton of trigger points, voila, here's my little massage tool to save my thumbs, my wrists, and my client's back. And the same goes for you if you're sitting at home, relaxing in front of the television and you notice, oh, my shoulders are sore, my feet are sore. Wouldn't it be nice if I could work on myself without straining my wrists and thumbs? Well, I have the answer for you. Our sponsor today is healthandyoga.com. They sent us a variety of lovely quality massage tools that I'm going to demonstrate today, how to use on yourself and on others. We're going to start with my very favorite, which is this little guy, the Urchin. So this is my favorite tool for both the average person at home and then also for a therapist. So this little guy with his 4 feet is very versatile. And as you can see, he fits comfortably in my palm. All of these tools will scale for larger to smaller hands. My hands are pretty small and I was able to use all of these very comfortably. So this tool with its 4 little legs at differing widths, this is really good for warming up along the spine. I've already checked in with Mandy about the pressure. So so this is what's really kind of exciting is I'm going to go ahead and start doing a little bit deeper work into the rhomboids, into the trapezius, a little bit into levator scap. And this is all work that A, I wouldn't be able to do sitting down, and B, I would be doing it at cost to my thumb and my wrist, especially as therapists. That is one of the most important things that we can do to preserve the longevity of our careers is how do we, take our thumbs and our wrists out of the equation as much as possible while still giving our clients the work and most importantly, the relief that they need. I'm sure, as a professional therapist, or I would imagine that you've, had a moment where somebody needs some deeper work, you've found that trigger point, you've done all of the warm-up work and you're right there. And then, sometimes for me, my wrists or thumb will start to ache. And so, that's why I started to incorporate tools into my deeper sessions, because there really, truly, there can't be any healing if, the therapist is hurting themselves in the process, So Mandy, how's this feeling? Feels really good. Yeah. So, and as you can see, I've been using the 2 little longer legs, just because I'm coming at this from a different angle. See, now look, I've got this shorter little leg to get a better purchase into the muscle, and I have a little eye. It's gonna help me brace. And so one thing that's really cool about these tools is that they can be used dry on the skin with no oil or cream, or you can add oil into the mix. So I also really loved this tool for sitting when I'm sitting at home and wanting to do some work on myself. I found it to be the most versatile and effective one. I want to work out my forearms, work out some stuff in my feet. And so these tools have two really important things. They have, they're made out of, durable quality materials, but they're also cleanable. And so you're going to want to use soap and warm water and or rubbing alcohol to sanitize your tools in between use, and especially going from person to person. So Mandy, how's this feeling in your neck? The one thing I would really recommend though is that you have good communication with whoever you're working on, because you do lose some sensitivity. Or there's an adjustment to refine the awareness of the person's body. So Mandy spends a lot of time at a desk. She's also hauling heavy equipment around and standing around, looking at cameras. So Mandy definitely needs a massage. And we all do, which is why having tools at home at our disposal to that literally will offer us some of the benefits of massage, instantly. It's right there at our fingertips. Some of the benefits of massage, just being touched by another person, you need to have another person there, but, massage is also about pain relief and, okay, let's take a deep breath. And I'll go lighter. Okay, exhale. All right, how's this feeling? Okay. Now, are these little guys okay on your spine, on each side of your spine? Right here? Okay. So I'm going to go really slow. I'm using some pressure. And so I would need to be using a lot more strength if I had been trying to get this kind of depth with my hands. I also need to keep an eye on Mandy and just make sure that everything is feeling good. Just look at this. I'm like, this is barely Swedish pressure that I'm exerting while sitting down. And I'm getting 4 areas of stripping motion along her spine. Okay. Oops. tools are pretty magical, right? I mean, we've just decreased the amount of energy it's taking for me to do the work, and we're increasing the benefit that Mandy's experiencing. So my next tool, this is my favorite pick for a therapist. This is called, dun, 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 can you see it? It's called the Thumb Saver. So there are 3 different ways to use it. So this is the classic way. And so I'm going to use this, start at Mandy's neck, and I'm going to do a little bit of stripping. How's the pressure, hun? Okay. So again, I'm checking with her because I'm going so much deeper than I'm used to. So I'm going to slow down, keep the pressure steady. So for those of you at home who are wanting to work on themselves, this little guy revolutionized my foot rub. I was working with, just playing with these tools while actually right after filming, and so my feet were really sore. And I have to say that just the extension of pressure that this thing gave my thumb while I was working on myself, this isn't quite as versatile as that little blue guy I just showed you, but for what it does really, really well. I was able to get some just fantastic angles and pressure, especially around my toes. Like I really was able to wring my toes out. And my wrist felt completely fine. Usually, I'll work on my feet, and it's like a question of like, okay, what? Here, let me show. I think I'll show you easier this way. I really want to make my feet feel better, but how can I do this? How much pain in my hands am I going to tolerate, basically? And I was able to work my feet out without a twinge from my thumb and wrist. It was really wonderful. Because I, personally, I've really had to modify my bodywork practice around this idea of preserving and protecting the integrity of my wrists and fingers. And so, there's so much you can do, body mechanic wise, and, looking at the types of therapy that you're offering. But having a tool, I've been working with stones for a really long time. And so, for me, the answer really has been finding tools, letting them bring some of the pressure. So now I've flipped it over. We've gone from this to this, and so this is just basically an extension of your thumb. Just doing some light stripping along the low back. And of course, be cautious in this area. We've got our floating rib up here. So then you can also modify this tool using your index finger, which I will show right here. So just gripping like this. And so I if you're working on yourself, this is also a good one if you want to reach around and work on your own shoulders. And here's the classic. I mean, I can roll my shoulder back. This is amazing, you guys. I'm kind of over the moon. How's it feeling, Mandy? You probably couldn't hear it, but she said it felt great. And that, just putting my fingers on the tissue, I can feel that it's just 100 times softer. So as I prepare to move into the rhomboids and upper back, I'm going to be using this little guy. So one thing that was really great about these tools is they came in these cute little bags, which is really wonderful for storage so that you can keep them clean and safe. And then they each came with helpful little instructions that show you how to hold each massage tool and how to use them, along with cleaning information, etc. So, I feel very comfortable recommending these tools to, people who don't have quite as much experience, because you're going to get instructions and all of that good stuff. And now you have this awesome video. All right, so here we go, right? It's not a gun. No, it's a massage tool. So this is also, I didn't find this one to be quite as versatile as some of the others for self-work, but for what it does real well. So I think this one would actually especially be super cool for a therapist who is working primarily through a chair, because you can have a better angle. So this is one where you want to have this piece in alignment with your wrist and fingers. So I'm not going to want to do like this or anything crazy, but if I can imagine that this is an extension of my hand, then I can do some pretty amazing trigger point work. So I would, maybe even use this tool after the thumb saver, helped me find a really big knot. And then I could come in with this guy, and have really good ergonomics as I lean in and apply more pressure. Inhale, babe. And exhale. How's this feeling? How's the pressure? Go deeper? Okay. I've been going a little lighter than usual because I don't want to, accidentally press too hard, because I have these, basically like a superhero massage hands right now. That's something I've always wondered about with various superheroes in there. Whether it's a superpower or like some special tool, like I probably cut my own head off or something before I could save the world. So I'll just stick with massage. Oh, sorry. So, yeah, here we go. My thumbs and my fingers are all in really safe positions, and this tool is allowing me to do detailed, deeper, focused work. Now that I've done all of this lovely detailed work, it is time to integrate and start to cool down. And so I thought I would use this wooden roller to just kind of work out some of the spots I was working on. So as you can see with my finger, this isn't quite as ergonomically designed as some of these other tools. However, the wheels feel nice, and you do get a really nice flow that can be really relaxing and integrating. This is something that felt pretty good. And so this is a tool that I'd recommend for a therapist for, either your opening or your closing, warm up, cool down. And then, this also feels really good on broader parts of the body, like the glutes and the thighs. And so while you can't go quite as firm with this one, well, you can. You just have to be careful with your wrist. There's really something to be said for the rolling motion, the continuous movement, especially if one of your main goals is to relax versus, therapeutic pain relief. Relaxing can have that effect. All right, so our last tool is, this is called the manual point massage tool. I'm just going to put it right here on Mandy's back. Ta-da! It looks kind of like a mushroom or slightly acorny. It's made out of stone. And so I found this point to be most effective on the bottoms of my heels, where the skin is really thick and tough. And so since the heels in reflexology have to do with the low back and sciatica, and so this could actually be very effective if you're wanting to work out tension in the heels. For the rest of the body, I found, specifically my hands, so I'll go and show you here, I found this broad, round edge to be really nice, just working out. Is my pressure okay on your back, Mandy? Okay. I'm just going to use Mandy as a table and show you. So, and then, I could use this point for a little bit of stripping. That's actually, why don't I show you on Mandy? Sorry. So I found, right here in between the fingers to be pretty good, and then using this point to really gently, very carefully work in between the metacarpals. And really anything to work at that fat part of the thumb, that meaty muscle. And so similarly, this is this offers a pretty, you have a pretty good grip right here, and you can use this edge to. So this tool is good for when you're working with smaller areas that could take some firmer pressure, possibly even with some trigger point work or stripping. So and just with the way it fits in my hand, it's allowing me, more skin to skin contact while I'm using the tool. So that gives me better information about how the tool is impacting my client. So I really hope that you guys decide to experiment and with one of these tools, and I hope that these tools really impact your life in this magical way that they've been impacting mine. And I say magic, I just I mean getting more for less, right? More relief, more pressure, more muscles feeling better, less strain. On the body. And so one thing that they recommend this tool for is using this edge up along the occiput, which is this right here, this bone, right where it meets the top of your neck. Let's see if you can get in there and see that. And so this, round, firm edge can be really good for I can kind of come in here. I just really want to thank you so much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you take away some tools and tips to improve your life. And I just especially want to thank healthandyoga.com for sponsoring this video and sharing these wonderful products with us. All right, I hope to see you soon. Please subscribe to our channels, like this video. Oh, and of course, if you have any comments or questions, let me know below. All right, guys, I will see you soon. Bye-bye.